Hi everyone. So we're gonna. So the last winner in our dad's room gets extra pop. If it's my brother, he gets to stay on the Xbox. If it's for me, I'll get a can of pop. I've already had half a bottle of pop. But the amount of pop I had was about a can, and my brother has had 2 cans today. And I didn't get a second one because I had then one job, but that one job was harder than the 2 jobs that my brother did. I did the dishes, and I'm 8. And can you stop? Can you stop getting in this front of the screen? You're not broken. The camera alarm. So yeah, let's go start the timer.
His namesake was Dr. Joseph Ignace Guillotin. He was an anatomy professor and politician in Paris when he came up with this famous idea. He lobbied before the National Assembly in 1789 for equality in capital punishment. The idea of equality of life was on the minds of everyone during the French Revolution. Dr. Guillotin just took the discussion one step further to the equality of death. He argued that it was unfair for common criminals to be tortured as capital punishment, while more noble lawbreakers were given swift and quick justice. Some wealthy felons could
Oh, no. I mean, seriously, like, whoa, no. Oh, no, stop pulling me down. Okay, can I kiss to the camera? Okay, what? I mean, for some reason, this is like how somebody calls some YouTuber. And you're gonna make the tablet fall. Oh. Hey, ow, my tummy. You push me to the side. Not too big that you cannot see. This is on his headboard. Okay, Anthony. Can you stop? Okay. Hey, can you stop? It's for some reason, Anthony, get out of the way. Get out of the way. This is how somebody falls in GTA 5. Or else I didn't go till later. Okay. This is how somebody falls down for quest. That's from the video glitch. So yeah, let's go on to a gaming. Baby. Oh no! Baby. I wish I had a background. Oh no. Get me up. Okay. What? Let's get into the gameplay.
People associated the machine with the great doctor who came up with the idea of equality for punishment and execution. Much to the lament of Dr. Joseph Ignace Guillotin, the beheading machine was renamed the guillotine. But the French people also took to calling the machine the widow and the national razor. The guillotine design was simple yet effective. It consisted of 2 upright wooden beams with a crossbeam at the top, which the rope the blade was connected to was attached. Heavy weights were placed on the backside of the blade to ensure the blade picked up enough speed to cut cleanly through the neck of the guillotine's victims. The first victim of the device was Nicolas Jacques Pelletier, who was executed in 1792. He was a criminal who had been sentenced to death for robbing and murdering Parisian citizens. A guillotine was erected in Place de Grève outside of Hôtel de Ville in Paris. Pelletier was paraded into the plaza and walked onto the platform, where an enthusiastic and interested crowd awaited his execution. Imagine for a moment you are in the crowd just waiting around to see the next public execution. Instead of your usual gallows, a 14-foot-high wooden machine with a razor-sharp blade hanging from its top sits in the middle of the plaza. What the heck's that, you might be asking the person next to you. But no one knows because it's the first time a contraption like this has been used in France. You watch as the scoundrel Nicolas Jacques Pelletier is walked up to the platform and secured so his head rests at the base of the wooden tower of death. Then the executioner approaches. Instead of wielding an axe or a sword, he walks empty-handed over to a lever. He pauses for a moment and then pulls. The shining blade falls like lightning and cuts straight through the criminal's neck. Pelletier's decapitated head falls into a wicker basket as hired hands throw sawdust onto the blood-covered wooden boards. The crowd erupts in applause. The guillotine had caught on as the main form of execution for all convicted felons in the country of France. More devices were built and capital punishment by guillotine became almost as popular. As egalitarianism during the French Revolution. At dinner parties, people had model guillotines in their parlors with decapitated effigies of enemies and politicians. For holidays and birthdays, children received toy guillotines to decapitate their dolls or mice they caught running around the house. Poets and songwriters began to write and sing about the wonderful machine that was bringing swift justice to all who were condemned. At all of the public executions, vendors were selling souvenirs to commemorate the time families spent together watching the executions by the famed guillotine. If you planned right or knew someone important, you could even get a spot at a nearby restaurant called Cabaret de la Guillotine. Some people even attended the guillotine executions on a daily basis. It was reported that a group of somber taboo women called the tricoteuses would sit on the scaffold and knit socks, hats, and scarves between beheadings. Even those being executed joined in the excitement. There were accounts of people walking to their death making sarcastic jokes and dancing their way up the steps to the guillotine. Not only were the executions by guillotine popular and widely attended, but the guillotine operators were revered as celebrities. During the French Revolution, guillotine operators...
I'm gonna go back to playing it real life. So I'm gonna be playing songs to waste up sometimes. So yeah, I'll see you when I'm dancing to songs. Everybody, and then I'll go back to playing. Bye. Euro, Euro. P. 2 times. Okay, so I'm back. I'm having my tablet charged. My brother is in the room. Dad said we could take a break. I'm still in the room. I had to go out to get the cord because the tablet was at 4%. So that, I know that really doesn't count, but still, I need to get the cord so that you can continue. I know it'll be long, so watch till the end. Please don't skip. At the end, yeah, it's gonna be 8 p.m. Okay, it's sunset in like 20 minutes. So we've been in here. We've been doing this show for 53 minutes now. Whew. Jeez. So, start this challenge at 6:14. Okay. So let's go play some games. 14 blocks. Yep. Why don't I make an animation? I don't know. I'll be back when I'm done with the... I just decided to go for a short animation. Really animated though. I tried to do the walking animation. I almost did it. Yep, that bullshit made him faster. Two. It only took 3 frames for him to do over half of the rest. See the time. Oh! Okay, yeah, I did start at 6:14. Hey, stop popping up on me. Why is it so good? What? See you later, guys. Well, yeah, it's not the end of it. We're gonna watch some 2012 files. See you in a while. Okay, so we're Anthony. Yeah. Can you come on to the bed? Yeah. What? It's like it stopped when Anthony told Anthony that. What? Was it you, Anthony? Yeah. Why are you smiling like that then? Because I was spiking. That's not it. Don't really like me, Anthony. Yes, I do. Lol. I get it. Okay, yeah, I was the second to 1 second of this video and somebody that 68,000 views. Wait. It's I think those two. No. What did You were off the bed though. How's this going after? I was just going to go pee. Then the lights turned off. Then I got off. But Anthony, never heard any sound of the door opening. Well, I was stuck into the boat and the light turned off. There's no way the light would turn off by its own unless it unplugged somehow. Or you turned it off. I'm gonna go to bed. You watching me to go? I'm watching you. I'm sorry, but I just said that. I'll be right back. Hi. Alright. I'm just going to go to bed. Wait, why is it? What? That was bad. Can you please keep the door open? Wait. No. Is it? Why is it not working? Because it's not working. Hey, can you stop? Where's the thing for the light? Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, can you stop unplugging it? I know you did that. No, I'm not. Anthony, don't shut the door. Okay, I'm not. Huh. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I'm watching you, Anthony. Go on the bed. Go on the bed. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. God! What? It wasn't me. I was on the bed. I'm on the bed. Yeah. I think he did it. Still. No, I didn't. I actually did. But you can reach the light from right here. Huh. I'll tell you guys. All right. Hey, get that out of that closet. Keep it. Hey, you turned it off. Yeah, what's gonna happen? Yeah, of course you're gonna shut the door on me. Hey, Anthony. sorry guys, this is gonna be the end of the video. Bye.